Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Reus 2. Um, an exciting episode, I think, for a couple of reasons. First, we unlocked numerous things yesterday in the level. Most importantly, am I wrong? I thought we had unlocked age 3, but that's a third era, but that's the next level. Okay, well, whatever. But apparently we can buy more nomads if we want more cities for some reason. I don't know why you would want so many cities, but okay, you can make the planet bigger, I guess. We can understand how terraforming works, I guess. And we can try out the frost giant. So those are still exciting, even though they're not what I thought. But I also, before we get started, I want to spend a minute to complain about Steam, I guess, and talk about the update. So, as I've mentioned, you're getting this, a week after the game came out, I think, roughly, this video? Whereas for me, it's, 3 days since the game came out. And it's the day of the first update for me. So I've been complaining about stuff that's already been fixed, but it hadn't been fixed for me at the time of the recording. Most importantly, allegedly, I haven't tried it, but allegedly the UI scale thing is fixed, so I'm not going to have to keep switching my UI scale every time I want to draft a new biome. So that's nice. And they also fixed the other thing, another thing I was sort of complaining about, which is they give you the ability to buy Eon from the Planet Store right away. Which I think fixes my complaints about the difficulty curve, in that now the stuff that's locked is the ability to spend your planet points on complicated things, but you can still spend them on simple things even at the beginning of the game, so they're not making it easier by unlocking the ability to spend stuff at all. So that's nice. The difficulty curve is no longer like getting easier and easier. I mean, it is a little bit, but not as much. And so I was excited to try out this update, which I saw this morning when I got up. It was, in how did I see this? Oh, Discord. Yes, that's right. So, I tootled around on my computer for a while, and then I booted up. I went in Steam, and I was like, let's play Reus 2. And I was like, oh, there's a 4 gigabyte update you have to download. And, I'm not mad about the update being 4 gigs. Stuff takes what it takes. I'm sure, I'm sure they could have been more efficient and made it much smaller, but they didn't, and I don't mind. What annoys me is that I was on my computer for, 2 hours, and Steam was open, and it was like, there's an update pending for Reus, but I'm not going to download it until you start playing. What is wrong with you, Steam? Come on, get with the picture. Okay, my complaints out of the way. We're going to finally start a new game. Oh, some other stuff they added, which you can set custom names for your cities now. So I don't know if we'll do that. I don't know. I'm going to try the Sage today. Go back to the Sage, because, it's so much food. And we'll go Forest Giant, because we're going to be making cities that require a lot of food. And we'll see what the deal is with this Frost Giant. So, it makes science and gold, whereas this mostly just makes gold. Focuses on undergrowth and critters. Distance from human cities? And the rugged stat, predators and minerals. Weird. And natural features. You can tell us about this now? It is, okay. Wait, maybe. Oh, yeah. So, creek. Plants on both sides of the creek get better yields and +1 biodiversity. Sure. A sanctuary doubles the number of micro slots, and non-emblem micros are placed twice. Okay, whatever. And then these guys both have a mountain. The mountain adds 3 slots to the top row. So that's pretty cool, I think. Gives you space for a lot more things. And is that... You can do that in any biome, right? This doesn't say anything... Ah, so creek can't overlap with other natural features and can't be in the ocean, but it could be in, you know, a desert, I guess. Sanctuary has the same restrictions and mountain has the same restrictions. Cool. Okay, so sage, and we'll try out the frost giant, I guess. Why not? I can't. Why not? Oh, was it like trying to replace this one or something instead of... Okay, whatever. And I'll stick with giant for now. Hello, Sage. Oh, look at him. He's very spindly, huh? Help us. Yes, you want population. Fine. Well, you are certainly going to live in the forest, my friends. Oh, he walks so fast! Didn't the other giants walk super, like, slowly compared to that? Or maybe that was just later in the game they were slower? I don't understand. Just, plop down right here, will you? I don't know. I could have put them anywhere. It's all basically the same. Why did I choose to make them walk at all? You know, the world may never know. So Blueberry likes minerals. I don't really remember. Like, it's been a while since we played with the Forest Giant, so I have to refresh myself on that stuff. So, are these the same as the one... So, I guess my question is this always the minerals we can place in the forest? Or does the Frost Giant place different things in a forest than a Rock Giant does? I don't really remember how that works. I think there's just, like, forest minerals. And the mineral giant, or whatever he's called, whether it be taiga, or no, whether it be rock or frost, always places forest minerals. So I think these are probably the same as they were back when we had the rock giant, but I'm not sure. So Rabbit wants, it just makes 15 food. And this makes 10 food, but actually it's 30. Because of the sage, right? And it wants to be near a mineral. And we have a mineral that wants to be next to a plant. So that's nice. So let's go ahead and put down a plant here. I think I will go ahead and put down moss agate right away. Because it gives us... He's not going to be able to completely... Oh, he is. Yeah, this meets his quest. Okay, so maybe I'll wait on the mossy stone. We did it. And I have a draft. Or I should have a draft. Not happened yet? Now I have it. Okay. Forest, please. Ooh, apple trees. I love plants. Antimony. So I don't really know what antimony is. It's some kind of mineral or chemical? I mean, I guess it says it's a metal element, so... Yeah, apple trees, pear trees, food. This is exactly what the sage wants. He gets off on this stuff. No offense. What are we building? I have 4 choices this time. I've never had 4 choices before. Undergrowth Biotica, Ocean Biotica, fruit. I mean, we took an apple tree, right? So this should be great. So be it. I do have more nomads. I mean, I guess I should work on them first, right? We're not going to get this guy to 10 population, like, super duper fast, I assume? Pear tree wants to be next to herbivores. Apple tree wants to be next to lots of different fruit. So the ideal placement for both of them is like right here is the problem, right? Because this spot can't really be next to two. Well, I mean, I could put an herbivore. Well, I could. Yeah, I guess the two of them sort of conflict a little bit, right? Because the apple tree wants to be next to all of the fruits, including the pear. But the pear wants its adjacencies to be taken up with critters, or herbivores. I mean, do I even have two herbivores? I guess I have a squirrel and a rabbit, so yes. So I could put a pear here, critters here and here, or herbivores rather. And then there would be room to put a pear tree, an apple tree here, and it couldn't be next to 100% fruits, but it could still do pretty well. Oh, also, what's the deal with our special terraforming features? When do we get those? Terraform charges. You can buy them for wealth. Okay, and it's true, I can. This isn't something we have to wait till later for. For 5 wealth, I can buy a terraform charge, and then I assume use it with any one of the 3 giants' special abilities. So we could, for example, put the apple tree on a mountain and pack a bunch of extra fruits around it or something. Wouldn't that be cool? But let's get another set of nomads in here, shall we? Gold, food, and gold. I mean, I don't know. I'll take the goddess, I guess. Although, I mean, the taiga is not as good as a desert would have been for these folks, but I guess it's better than, like, being on forest if they want gold. You, here. Yeah, so let's get the pear tree here. I think this is fine. How are you guys doing? I wish it would tell me like what population they will have when this is done counting, because I don't want to have to do all this mental math about it. So, wealth, huh? Agate is boring, but fine. No, these are the same animals as you would have in a forest. It's interesting. Okay, what the hell? Counts as +1 distance per lost tag for determining the closest city for this and other biotica. Okay, so there are biotica in the taiga that care about distance to cities. And fur makes all biotica in the biome feel like they're further away from a city. Interesting. Not a great way to get her a bunch of wealth in here. I mean, I guess a stoat is fine. Right? put a stoat in... Put it next to a critter, like a squirrel. And put that next to a tree. And put this close to the city, because some things care about being far from the city, but stoat doesn't. Oh, I put this outside the city. I'm sorry, guys. Would you expand this way instead? I just assumed the city would be out here, but actually this carrot is not in range. It's annoying. My own fault, I guess. So I was going to put another tree next to the carrot, because the carrot likes to be next to trees. I think it's trees, maybe plants. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll go put some agate over here, and that ought to make her happy enough to at least satisfy the base goal. And then we can draft something for the tiger, maybe. Gotta wait for this to register. Also, we could start buying stuff at some point if we really wanted to. Nothing I need though, that I can afford anyway. Science for minerals, huh? Yeah, we're not super well set up to produce gold, so... Fox likes multiple animals in the biome, and it makes a ton of gold. We already have 2 animals, and we want gold, so that's seemingly a strong contender. Yeah, I'll just take a fox. Doesn't care what it's next to, but I can just... Can I just plonk a fox down yet? Yeah, I can. There you go. I should have, like, looked at what the other stuff in Cambridge was, really, but... Redback Vole likes rugged, so we have a rugged of 4. I don't really understand what rugged is. Okay. Minerals are +2 for rugged. 4 from predators. Well, wait, so why is the rugged not 6? I lost some. Penalty for having food? Interesting. Okay. Didn't notice that. Or didn't know that, I guess. Well, I think we're going to want another taiga, right? To get the cool minerals with science in them? I guess we basically just have stone. But there'll be more in the future, right? And when I say another taiga, I think it's perfectly reasonable to just extend the one we have. Although, I don't want these guys extending to the right, so I'm going to leave a little gap. And for now, they'll be 2 separate biotica, or biomes. So you're upset that I put food in here. I mean, fine. fine with me. I'll stop doing it, I guess. Wait, where's my other... I thought there'd be like a little indicator for him somewhere, but I had to go find him on the world. He wasn't in the UI or the menu or whatever. Okay, so you don't particularly want anything at the moment. So I'll go look at these guys. And I had this idea of an apple tree here, right? Yeah, it still seems good. Oh, that celebratory sound was for the other nomad settling, not anything to do with this city. Why are you expanding this way, you sicko? And like I said, I was dreaming of placing an herbivore here. Just to make this pear tree happier. And it also works for biodiversity, right? Like, I recognize that... Where's the... yeah, all plants in the universe get plus 20 food. So, like, just putting another plant here is about as good for total food yield as putting herbivores in both of these places, right? But it's not so good for biodiversity? I don't know. I mean, I guess these guys have like a fruit picker or something, whatever it is. Yeah, a fruit picker. They want fruit. Who am I to argue? Ah, this thing wanted to be next to minerals. I forgot that. Oh, and this wants to... This wants to be next to... Oh, I did this wrong. Or, I don't know, there wasn't a good way to satisfy all of their constraints. But the good news is, just like putting down plants is great, right? Is it great? This is the thing that wants to be next to more fruit, so like, if anything, I should put the fruit here. And of course, I have ash, which is a plant but not a fruit, so... Like... For biodiversity, that would be the thing to place, but nobody wants the science. I don't care that much about the biodiversity, so I should put down more fruit, or... I should put down a synergy for one of these three things, and at least one of them should be a fruit. And I guess it should go there. But maybe I want to wait until they're expanding in that direction. Find something else to go over here. Are there animals who want to hang out? I mean, I can put like a stoat and a rabbit there, I guess. Wait. Yeah, the border goes out to here. I briefly thought for some reason it stopped here. Confused. So rabbit's always 15. The squirrel, if I ever put it next to a tree, would be worth, you know, still less food, but some biodiversity, which is important. And importantly, the squirrel wouldn't mind being next to a fur. Like, a fur would be a good... Over here would be a good place for a fur someday. And if I'm gonna do that, it's nice to have this be a squirrel instead of a rabbit, even though at the moment it's not as productive. Oh wait, did we satisfy this guy's demand? We did. So what's the deal with his emblem? He should have given us one now, right? That should be on the first giant? It is. 8% food for each distinct plant within borders. Well, I mean, that seems kind of like a gimme to put on the apple tree, right? I'm going to cast that in right now. technically it's only 20, but for something that costs 0 eon, you should be pretty happy with that. Okay, so like a stone and a rabbit is a plan here someday, but we don't have to do it now. We can work on timber pines. And he wants minerals that produce technology. Well, I have one of those. And it wants to go next to something else that makes science. And I also want another mineral. At some point. So Caroite is sort of a more advanced one. It would be nice to put that in. So I need to put in a fur because it's the only science thing I have, basically, other than stone. And stone wants to be next to some other science, and I don't mind putting a plant in. Oh, it's a mineral booster. I didn't even notice that. Maybe I should have swapped these two. Well, I still can. Alright, as I'm always saying, you get basically 4 undos per eon, per era. So if I change my mind, I want to put Caroite, well, because the stone is making 20 science. This is making 15 science and a mystery, which I assume this won't be able to multiply, like plus 50% of 1. I'm not sure if that would count. So I think I actually want the Caroite here. And the stone here. And that, I guess because it satisfies the miner, prompted the goddess to start asking for help. Or for something. What would you like? Cat biotica on the planet? Well, I don't own any cats right now, I don't think. I'm not giving you gems. What do you want all this shit for? You don't like any of this. None of this makes food. Except the cat temple does, but like, I don't have any, right? Like if I look over here under all stuff, animals, fox isn't a cat, rabbit's not a cat, stoat's not a cat, don't think herring or clownfish are cats, squirrel's not a cat, foal's not a cat. Like this is just going nowhere, kid. I'd really love it. I mean, I guess I could just focus. I could try to unlock a cat at some point. Now, it doesn't say they have to be distinct. You could just put down one of them. Because, like, I'm not going to put a ton of elements. I'm not going to put ocean minerals in, I don't think. I'm not going to put a bunch of gems in. So I guess this kind of stinks, but I'll take the cat temple. I guess what I should have done, again, is waited until I unlocked something, and then maybe I would change my mind. But I didn't. Have more wealth than the sage? That's rude. Your wealth is currently 6, and the sage's is 1, so that's no problem. So we just need to work on her prosperity, huh? Well, if you would go eat those damn carrots I planted for you, you'd feel a little more prosperous. This wants more animals. The problem is all the animals I haven't already placed yield food, which makes this biome less rugged, which it dislikes. I mean, I don't currently have anything that cares much about being rugged, I don't think. So maybe it's fine. Yeah, I just need prosperity of any kind. I mean, if I place Carrowite, the rugged will be 5, and it will get its bonus. This would be, like, pretty decent, I guess. Anyone care about being next to Carrowite? I don't think so. You guys want to be next to other stuff, so I guess I'll put it over here. Oh, hang on. I should draft something first, or at least look at my options. Where would you find cats? Probably not in the ocean. I would guess in the forest? A boar is not a cat. A deer is not a cat. A pheasant is not a cat. I'm top-notch identifying non-cats. Corsac is apparently not a cat. Some kind of fox thing? Okay. Well, boar makes food, and it likes you to have food. So that seems very strong for our forest sage. It comes with another fruit, which apple trees love. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to keep reading. This is great. We are not going to do that right now because we have a quest for the goddess with our last Eon. I mean, I could buy some. But... Oh yeah, terraforming, huh? More micros? Those are all interesting choices. Well, placing some Carrowite still seems fine. Oh, I wanted to... Yeah, no. How are things going here, though? Did you guys... Okay, well, they're going to be at 6. That's not... gonna be enough prosperity. They're still just at 11. Okay, back to choice. So, how did I do? Was this another 40-minute video? Oh, only 30. I'm getting closer to a reasonable length of time. I mean, it looks like it's time to just take a calm arrow, right? I've already done... Oh, I haven't done this, huh? I didn't get 3 stars on this anyway. I mean, giving the goddess a bunch of wealth and elements. Yeah, okay. This seems like the obvious choice. Oh, there's a reward, a 2-star reward. What does that mean? For finishing the 2nd star? Or for getting to 2 stars? I'm guessing for finishing it. Oh, if you mouse over it. Given if you complete the arrow with 2 or more stars. So it's a reward for your next era, I guess? Have they all had 2-star rewards and I've just never noticed? I feel like this is new, but I didn't see it in the patch notes, so I'm probably imagining it. I also didn't read the balance part of the patch notes very carefully. So anyway, I think I'll try to do this in the same video, just try to be a little bit less slow about everything. Yeah, so great. Let's work on the monument age. This is exactly what I wish to do. Hey, are they going? Oh, they're trading, right? No, they're border expanding. Eat those carrots. Is this And that's enough to get to 15 prosperity, right? Yeah. Show me... Oh, I was thinking of, Family Feud, right? What's the name of the guy who hosts that? It's Steve Harvey now, but, like, who was the... You know, older, more classic one. I was gonna say, show me cats, Alex. Like, as if it were Alex Trebek. What's on the board? Show me cats, right? They would talk that way. I'll take a taiga. We're not doing much with the ocean today. We have a bunch of taiga. White wolf is not a cat. I don't think a skunk is a cat either. Hares are not cats. It's really tough to find any cats. Deserts have cats, I guess. We don't have deserts, though. So... Tourmaline... Is it Tourmaline or Tourmaline? I don't really know. We do actually have rerolls available. I guess I could try that and push for cats, but it doesn't seem urgent. Actually, my next draft upgrade is going to have to be Ocean, which won't have any cats. So only one upgrade after that is when I can do, like, cat fishing. Haha. And I'm going to have that cats by the end of the era if I want this monument to do anything. Because... like... This cat temple, like, the stuff they build... gets locked in the next era. Like, it gets locked in and you can't change it. I don't know exactly how to describe when this gets locked in, because obviously we got this in the prologue, and it doesn't lock during Age 1. But it does lock during Age 2. And I don't know. Maybe it's 2 ages after you get it, maybe it's something else, or eras, whatever. Oh, really? You have more prosperity, huh? Yeah, but in a second you won't, and these guys will get eaten. Great. Yeah, so maybe I do actually re-roll this, even though, like, these two look like they would be okay. Wow, White Wolf wants to be next to more White Wolves. It costs 5 biodiversity. And then, like, 8 later. Jeez, that's very tough. Nephrite wants to be very far from a city. Skunk increases lost and... Huh, interesting. I mean, this looks pretty good. It's just that I want cats. Maybe that's foolish. I'll just take this. Tourmaline looks very strong, and these are okay as well. Now I can't, I guess that's, Tourmaline is so strong because it's Era 2, right? Or 2-star, yeah. But even in the meantime, like, Labradorite is pretty good, because aren't there, like, 2 critters here? A stoat and a squirrel? I could just replace this carrot, which they don't like anyway. Oh, and this isn't even, right, it wants to be next to... Right, the point is, I was going to put a tree here to make both of these guys happy. It would make a bunch more food. But I could replace the carrot with Labradorite because it wants to be next to both of these critters that I have, right? There's not really going to be a better place to put it. And this place doesn't really like carrots because it messes up Rogan, right? So I think that's okay. does mean the squirrel maybe should have been rabbit. But I mean, if we put a tree here, I guess that won't be the case. You should... Well, actually... 37? Is this going to be enough to get you above the other city? I guess it's not, right? Because the carrots were doing pretty well. So any trees we could put in? Like a fir, basically, right? Or blackberry? Does that make any sense? I don't know. I think I just want a fir, because it makes the squirrel happy. I guess I could go work on my village. Okay, I think that gets there. Should get her to 22, which is the threshold she cares about. Yeah, it just made a bunch more gold. And that'll get her up to 23, so she's a little bit safer from being overtaken. Oh, kind of funny, I guess. Shouldn't she have... Yeah, she has a trade route available, but nobody is making anything, so there's nothing to trade. Science in minerals. Well, you're the miner. Okay, I mean, he loves it. But the mineral with the highest science, like, none of them make all that much, right? Like, all I have is stone. It would make 20 minerals, 20 science at best. Any boosters around here? It's kind of hard to see them when I'm not in this mode. I don't see any. So alternatively, you could just take elements, right? I have labradorite and stone. I could chuck an ocean in. I know there's bedrock, and, like, that's a pretty good... It's a double element, right? I think I'll take stonecutter. So be it. So... let's turn this all into ocean, I guess. I might want to expand the planet. These two are a little bit close to each other, and there's stuff I want to do here and stuff I want to do... I don't know. I might just have a really small ocean. You guys talking about this at all? Wow, your city just became an ocean for some reason. Apparently not. I've never tried. I assume you can't, like, turn their city into ocean, can you? Has this never occurred to me? You can just make them an ocean? What? Does this work? Like a fishing... This seems very wrong. Like, they have boats now, and that's cool and all. And it's still a town. But I would have thought they would need some structures. Apparently they live underwater and just duck down there whenever they need to. Okay. Sure. Could I please have my town back? It just seems crazy for them to be underwater, even though I don't think it makes any mechanical difference. Oh, actually it does! Because this becomes deeps instead of shallows. It never occurred to me that you could put a town underwater. Oh, I made a forest. I didn't want that one. You guys are experiencing a very rapid climate change. So bedrock wants to be next to plants, which I'm happy to put a sea anemone in there. Anemone. Sure. Oh, right. It's. Extra food because it's a plant. Because of sage. I was like, why is there. I just sort of wish it would tell me, like, as there'd be a reminder on plants. Like, by the way, this. I know it shouldn't say this is the output because some things care about base output. But I would like a pop up that's like, oh, don't forget, you have a sage. So how are you doing? You just need a tiny bit more wealth. And you're not... Well, you are kind of at risk of outpacing the goddess, which I don't want. Like, if I give you a little more wealth, you'll get 5 more for completing your quest. As long as I don't give you 4 points worth of wealth, it'll be okay. What are you doing? Everyone's trading with you now. You're buying statues. So that should increase your prosperity by a little bit as well. That's nice. So Labradorite is my last element to put in here. To make him happy, right? Give him a bunch more science. Unless there's an element I can put in the ocean. Jasper, is that an element? Jasper's not an option. Agate is. Like, Jasper was some unlock. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I want to give them some wealth so he meets this thing. But what he's jonesing for is more elements, and I don't have... I could just wait until the next era to place Tourmaline, but then I wouldn't even get his level 2, which seems like a pretty bad plan. I'll just put some bad Labradorite, and maybe I work some critters in later. Actually, is that even going to be enough? Hang on. Yes. He only wants 1 additional gold. Labradorite will get you there. Not close to getting another invention. Oh, he needed a 4th mineral for this as well. Right, I forgot about that. So it's a good thing that's what I did. Alright, Ocean. It's your time to shine. What do you got? Oh, Ocean. Well, the thing about pearls... Well, it's not so bad. White-plumed anemone wants to be next to a bunch of minerals. That could be something. And coral rock is an element, so I could consider chucking this labradorite someday using the extra element here. Pearls are always tempting. I could evict the bedrock and put it over here. Oh, I'm making the goddess unhappy because they got so much science from this. No, they still haven't passed her. 23 to 25. Okay, good. So I could put pearls here and like move the bedrock here, and oh, there's a science booster. That's interesting. white plumed anemone on the science booster is also pretty good, right? I'd get these guys. Yeah, I don't think I want pearls. It would give me jasper, which would be kind of cool, but yeah, let's take rock-based stuff. Anemone is a plant. I was like, I couldn't find it. Yeah, so just plonk that down right here, I think. I don't know. I mean, I guess he's not what we should be working on right now. But it's just such a juicy one, right? It gives us, like, everything. Might even be enough to get another invention? No. The thing is, he's the only one making science, and so, like, if anyone else gets... For every trade route another city gets, we need this guy to have something useful to sell them, or we just, like, won't accomplish anything, right? Via trade. Trade won't do anything. So this wants to be next to another mineral, which is fine. Oh. I thought I saw somewhere that I had available micros. I must have just misimagined. Coral rock. That's an element. This is a coral. So, you know, if we ever manage to put an animal out here, this will become happy as well. But it really is probably time to start working on that monument age stuff. This is why I only got 2 stars last time. I got so busy with everything else I was doing. Even though no one was asking me to do it. Yeah, still not inventing anything yet. It says it's on a science booster. Or it was on one. Why is it not doing that, though? Why is science not being boosted? Should be a thing here. Oh, this was the science booster. Sure. And we made this happy, which is nice. Okay, I really ought to work on the Goddess Town, West Pines, Castle. She just needs 2 elements at some point. And 13 wealth. I mean, I guess it's not going to be that hard to get there. I was thinking this was the level 1 goal. But we already have this. Now we need this to get to 2 stars. So, how many elements do you have now? 1? Labradorite. So we could put another element down someday. And then just get her, like, a smidgen of extra wealth, right? I can't put the tourmaline down this age, can I? Or wait. You need to be in the second arrow. Yeah, okay, which we're not. So we're gonna have to put down a stinky, lame element that nobody wants. More stone, I guess, or no, labradorite, right? I don't know where I'm gonna get all the critters for it. Maybe I'm just not. We only need 30 more gold total for her city. But where am I getting that from? A stoat, I guess, if I could put it next to another critter. Yeah. So we put the labradorite here, and then we put like a stoat and another critter over here. Or maybe we use a different biome? like, why don't I just make this a tiny little forest with a stoat and something else in it? Then this biome doesn't get its ruggedness penalized, and they're the same two animals anyway. And these two biomes don't combine, which is maybe desirable? I'm not sure. So you should be willing to expand, but only if I put something good there, which I will do. A stoat and probably just a rabbit. This red deer is not a critter. And I don't care about the biodiversity that the squirrel would produce because I'm not using this area. So yeah, just make it a rabbit. Boy, cutting it closer than I would have liked. I need the goddess to have 40 prosperity? No wonder I didn't get this last time. Are you nuts? She's only got 24. I can't buy enough stuff at the shop for this. Wait, did someone pass her on... Did Miner pass her on prosperity because I just did too much for him? Of course he did. That's so bad. They expanded borders that way? Are you... No, they went both ways. Okay. So they did get this stuff. I'm really bad at focusing on one city. I just love doing, like, oh wow, requests. Great. Does she not even have 13 wealth? I thought for sure that would be 13. This is 25. And I just gave her 50 and I thought she was at 12. Oh, but she... This guy got too far ahead of her. And he took away some gold. Okay, we may need to resort to surgical measures. Find something that's giving him some wealth or some prosperity of some kind and make it worse. So that she can get above him again. The thing is, that still won't, like... Still isn't going to get me to here. Not even close. Yeah, I mean, if she had had a good building, I might have had a shot. I mean, if I just step on this bedrock, I guess, he'll get pretty upset and fall behind. Like, I don't even know. Make it some random piece of junk. Make it herring. He's gonna be so mad. But the thing is, I think I can just turn it back into bedrock. Because he'll go back up to 28. She'll have gained, well, I guess 30 gold isn't enough, actually. It wasn't even enough? Oh man, I'm savaging my peoples for no reason. I'm so bad at this. Okay. Well, we need to make some improvements in your life, it would seem. There's a plant booster over here. I don't think there are any plants I really want. Like fur, maybe, but I already have one. It would be 30 science. That's pretty good. But I'm thinking maybe I should buy something instead. Or first, maybe? Alright, what are these terrain things I have again? Right. Mountain gives you extra slots in the same patch. Creek makes plants on each side of the creek have a benefit. And Sanctuary, like, makes animals better or something? No, it makes microbes better. I could also, like, try buying some micros. I don't remember what everybody's micros are. Yours is a plant upgrade for 40% yield. Yours is extra food for adjacent critters and fish. And yours should be new, right? Extra total yield, by the way. For each adjacent bioticum with a science yield. We have a sciencey cluster somewhere, don't we? I guess not. But there's several adjacent critters there. And likewise here, so we could make labradorite better on either of these areas. This one is 25 and this one's 37 because it's on a multiplier, I guess. So if we have the ocean giant buy us micros, we can make some fish or some food, which I'm sure she wouldn't mind. So let's do that. Let's buy an upgrade charge or a micro charge. So I have this one like critters and fish, and the random ones I got are just extra science. Plus 50% science. Oh, wait a minute. I have to know what has micro slots. I forgot you can't just put them anywhere. Okay, well it looks like these all have one. Maybe one is the default and there are some with extras. Okay. 50% science if adjacent to a plant. Luna Moth. Ruggedness and science, but only in taiga. Okay. So what booster is this? A gold booster. Fascinating. Well, we can certainly do a lot here. I'm going to just put this sphagnum moss over here. Both labradorites are adjacent to exactly 2 critters, and those are the only things adjacent to exactly 2 critters. So I could choose either one of them, but this one has a gold booster. So if I someday find a way to increase gold, I'd rather put it there, is my thinking. I'm also thinking I should give this guy back his bedrock in a minute, once I'm done dumping micros on the goddess. My best science output is like something awful. Is this fur? And it's bonus if adjacent to. Good. We got here because she got the extra prosperity from being above this guy. Got her more gold. Good. So at least we made it to 2 stars. So it does look like we might not get 3. The goddess has 40 is so unreal. I could buy a draft and go fishing for cats, I guess. Yeah? Oh wow, she wants to hit Goddess Town. Yeah, which is exactly the same as this. So we're not getting that. Okay. Unless we do something here. So I could buy a draft for... I'm thinking population. Because I don't really need expansion. How does this work? It has to be outside of a city border, I assume, right? Otherwise it would just be a better version of the border expander. Buy a draft. See if I can find cats, because that's like the only way I can think of to get her really happy. Taiga cats? None of these are cats, huh? Reroll? Nothing left in my pool. Well, great. I'm really bad at this Monument Age stuff. I mean, copper, I guess, should make a lot of science because we have a bunch of rugged, I believe. Yeah, plenty. Plenty of biodiversity for it as well. I mean, this is going to end the era, but I'm going to do some more stuff before we move on, right? Probably buy some more Eon. Apply a micro to this thing. Because this makes 100 science. Which is several more pips. I mean, is it possible we could just spend all of this getting her 40 prosperity? It seems hard, but I mean, you just saw what Copper did, right? He's in the process of doing. And we have some free stuff lying around. Right? It's adjacent to a plant, so let's do this. Yeah, I could totally believe we could get there. It's just 2 more prosperity. I'll probably have to buy an Eon, but I'm not sure. I might be able to get away with not doing it. maybe these last 2 micros are somehow enough. 20 science and another 20 science. It looks like we'd be 10 science short. Like if I put a plant here, which I could do by buying the neon, right? Which I could afford. Like that's a path to victory. Is it the best path to victory? Probably pretty good. Plopping another fur down seems kind of stupid. But it is a plant booster. I mean, the other thing is like, well, yeah, I could put more copper down. No, I don't have the biodiversity for that. Okay, so it looks like buying Eon's a good. Well, okay, yeah, because that's where I want to put one of my micros is on this. So let's buy some more Eon for population. I think again, my wealth and technology I want to save for like these cool charges. Ah, not just the cost you paid, but all costs go up when you buy something. Like, buying Eon is more expensive each time, no matter what route you choose for it. Interesting. But if I just chuck another fur right here... dump a Luna Moth on there, that should get multiplied. Yeah. I believe that's plenty. Yay! Okay. So I had to use the planet shop a little to get there so soon. That accomplished her goal, and so I can draft if I want. But I don't need to do any of that now. Now that I've made it to 3 stars, there's kind of not a break point left. I can just... Oh wow, look at this place get big. Oh right, because she got the extra 10 points for her. Yeah. Now that I've done this, I mean, I guess... if I did unlock cats... I would want to buy enough Eon to put some down this era, right? I'm not sure I could afford that. Let's put down 2 cats? Just to, where is her cat? Like, 2 cats would give her this, which would be nice. But I guess we're just gonna let this go to waste. Well... I can hit draft, and obviously I'm choosing forest, so let's choose that now. And then if we get offered a bunch of cats, we can make a decision. Pangolins are not cats. Palace cat's it's a cat! I don't think I could afford to buy 3 packets of Eon to put down 3 cats to make her really happy. But I could maybe put down 2? Thing is, it wants me next to gems, and where would I even put that? I guess it's also available in the taiga, right? Is what I understood that icon to be telling me. Yeah, that's the taiga icon. So, does this idiot have room for any? Does he have any gems? Carolite. So. Not really. I mean, I could swap these 2, and then the gem would be out here. And... Oh. I guess... One thing I don't... I could buy 5 Eons, and then spend them on replacing stuff. Just put cats here. Throw away the stone and fur, which are not doing all that much, right? I guess the stone is giving rugged, which is making Carolite better. But I mean, I think it's worth a try. Any other cats? You're a dog. You're plants. I'll try this.
Yeah.
So let's go to the shop. And again, buy Eon like this. So if I now come over here and I say, I must have cats. Now, I don't really know that this is the best use of my resources, right? But I'm playing around with, like... I'm trying to figure out how to maximize the goddesses bonus before I get cut off from doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, and that makes... This, of course, makes the stone worse, but that's fine. Because we're replacing the stone as well with another cat. You guys expanding or trading? Okay. So he only has 2 elements now, which are because I replaced this bedrock, right? Let's put that back, shall we? I have time while I have these, like, while I'm just spending one at a time. And now you... Well, I guess... Yeah, you have become... delighted by cats. And I can just end the age by putting down cats somewhere, like here. And it's even next to 2 critters. Oh wait, no, that's not the thing that wants to be next to critters, is it? Something else did. Pangolin, maybe? Nope. I don't know, there was something that wanted to be next to critters. Maybe I didn't end up taking it. But I put the palace cat. Are there any gems around here? Like, Carolite is a gem. Okay, how badly do I need this Carolite? Like, it's doing fine. The fox is great. The agate, kind of smelly? Like, what did I need this for? I don't know. It was just a way to get gold early on, right? I don't need this anymore. So let's throw a cat in here. And we did it. She got her 3 cat biotica. Okay, well, we kind of had to grind things out on the lookout for cats. And spent a lot of resources buying stuff from the shop. But that's okay. That's what the shop is for. And I think, like, it really does introduce a kind of, I don't know. It's more layers to the puzzle of things you can do in Ghost 2. Reus? Because you not only have to think about, like, okay, I have a fixed number of actions, how can I do best with, like, various combining resources, you know, putting together the puzzle pieces of adjacencies and symbioses, figuring out what to do with all the stuff you have here is interesting, I think. It does seem like it makes the giant difficulty fairly easy, because even this one that I was not doing very well at, I just had tons of extra gas to throw at it at the end, and then some more to fiddle around with something that wasn't even that important to do, I guess. You know what would be nice? A keyboard shortcut that did this. That would be my... I would like that. I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. Work on one of these, I guess. Like, the Sage Town has some blank space, for sure. It's really... I mean, I'm surprised he has gotten as far as he has with just 4 biotica. I mean, they're very good at making food. Can I afford another apple tree here? No, definitely not yet. Need more biodiversity, a lot more. But I could, like, put a fruit over here. They'd go get it. Right, I have blueberries and... No, blackberries is new fruit. We'd want an herbivore. It's not 3 patches away from the nearest city, though. And I don't have access to the fur. Oh, I do have... No, that's ash. Which would make it feel further away than it is. Nothing else that does that? What am I planning to do later? Oh, I want a boar. Plant, mineral, and animal, huh? You know, I wonder... This... What if I said this would be a fun time to try out terraforming, right? Wow, the cost went up from 5 to 15. So you don't get many terraformings, but... How do I do it? Ah, terraform planet. Mount. So if I put it in the taiga, I would get extra rugged. I would get a lot... Oh, this is huge! What? Okay, hang on. So... 3 slots above the top row. I thought it was going to take 1 patch and make that patch a mountain patch, which was going to have 3 extra slots in it, so 5 instead of 2. But it looks like what it does is it takes 3 patches and makes them all a mountain. And then, I guess, adds 1 extra slot in each of those patches. I was thinking of putting it here so that the pear tree could be adjacent to more fruits, and I could still have... Or apple tree could be adjacent to more fruits, and I could still have herbivores adjacent to the pear tree. I do get more bonuses for this in the taiga, but I don't know. I mean, this place seems like it could use some help. And it's fun to play around. Well... No, this is stupid. I should wait until next era to see which town I'm going to need to focus on. I should just focus at this time on doing something useful for you before we head out. Some way to give you more food. I don't want to give you a cat. Squirrel wouldn't even be terrible? Put it here, right? This wants to be next to herbivores. This is an herbivore, wants to be next to trees. Sure, let's just do that. It's not amazing, but it's probably fine. And then if I ever do make this a mountain, the squirrel will fit in nicely. It's not getting the sage's bonus, but it's still, you know, biodiversity and useful food. Oh, you're gonna go expand that way, huh? Shows what I know. Oh, I guess there is a reason to put more fruit in now, isn't there? because fruit picker's gonna get locked in, I think. Maybe I should have done it the other way. Make this a mountain. The thing is, now I'd have to buy another Eon to actually put in the fourth fruit. I mean, fine, I guess. I want to like try this out. I want to see stuff happen. So you're a mountain now. Get used to it. Doesn't look like that big a mountain. What's the deal with adjacencies? What is this adjacent to? So it's adjacent to the middle row, which was the top row here, but it's not adjacent to the bottom row. So I can't use it to make the pear tree happier. But it means I have this slot kind of freed up in a way, which is fine. I wanted to put a fruit in, so it's this. I think I might swap the apple tree. Put it up here. Because if I put a blackberry here, which is the other fruit I have, then it can't share a herbivore neighbor with this pear tree. But if I put it here, it can. Problem is, then the apple tree will lose adjacency to the pear tree. So maybe... Are these two adjacent or not? They don't look like they are. But they must be. It's just really hard to see. Yeah, maybe I have to put the blueberry here. No. Swap these two is what I mean. It doesn't affect the apple tree. It puts a pear tree here so that I can put a blackberry here and then later another herbivore here to be adjacent to the blackberry and also have two adjacent to the pear tree. I think that makes sense. So make this a pear tree. And where am I supposed to put the... I was assuming that I would put the blueberry here where the pear tree was. Yes, that's what I should do. Okay, just checking. Ah, yeah, when I mouse over this, I can clearly see it's connected here. When I mouse over this one, it's harder to tell. So now I put in my last crowning achievement, the blackberry, over here next to the apple tree. And then when I put in an herbivore here, I'll satisfy both of these. And meanwhile, I've leveled up the fruit picker. Okay, now we're done? I think I'm out of ideas. I do have this, but there's no need to use it right now. Wait, what is this? Oh, the sage reached another level of emblem. So I get another one of these. Extra total yield for gems in borders? Oh, I don't have to do that now. Continue. people have completed the pyramid, but for real this time. It's not a crummy pyramid, it's the whole thing. Okay, and we did everything. Amazing. And really, wealth isn't my highest stat? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. The goddess has a lot of wealth, but the sage has a lot of food, and the miner has a lot of science, so who knows what's the highest. Okay, but we'll figure this stuff out next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.